Well, great to have your company at 2 o'clock this afternoon here on QVC, the shopping channel. I'm sharing this hour with the lovely Catherine Huntley, and we have got a lovely mix for you. We've got so much to tempt you with. In fact, without further ado, let's have a little dip in, shall we? Doing a little bit of yoga lately. Well, Catherine will be with Glynis Barber. We've seen this before. This has just been huge. It flew out the door the last time. Very quickly indeed. I saw this on with Julia. Please don't miss out today. This is the Anti-Aging Secrets with Glynis Barber. If you're thinking you can't do yoga and it's all about getting yourself into contorted positions that you'll never be able to achieve, this is very, very different. £10.80, brilliant introductory price. And we're going to be talking facial exercises, a lot in there. £5.40 though is all you're going to be spending today. 400354, your item number. Well, talking of the whole anti-aging thing, if you
Lovely to have your company, and we are celebrating our 20th birthday here at QVC. We were founded as a company in March 20 years ago, and 20 years ago in October was when we first went to air. So in between those 2 months, or those 2 days, we're actually celebrating with birthday treats. And what we've got next is really extra special, really incredible value, and presented to us by a really special lady. Glynis Barber joins me now. It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to be here, as always.
Well, I remember watching you back in the 80s on Dempsey and Makepeace.
Even older than QVC.
And you still look just as fantastic today. And I know that you attribute a lot of that to living a healthy lifestyle and doing yoga for the past 25 years.
Yes, I have. I actually started doing yoga when I was doing Dempsey and Makepeace.
Wow.
Because we had to be very, very fit and needed a little bit of calmness in my life. And I happened to meet someone who was a yoga teacher. And I remember she used to... I had no time for classes or anything, and did we even have DVDs in the 80s? I can't remember.
Gosh,
but
no.
I don't think we
VCR was posh, wasn't it, back then?
It was VCR. And a lady used to come to my house, and I began yoga, and I just fell in love with it. I mean, I always love exercise, but I fell in love with yoga.
Well, people have fallen in love with you. I know that this particular DVD that we have here for you sold out back in May very, very quickly. 4,500 have sold since it first launched on QVC, and this is the Anti-Aging Secrets with Glynis Barber. There is so much on there than we could even begin to talk about within the next few minutes, but we will try. But as this is a birthday treat, you've got the easy payments there. Almost unheard of to get easy payments with a price as low as this to begin with. Get it home, try it for yourself. But what can we expect to see on the DVD?
Well, it has an anti-aging slant, so it's not just your regular workout DVD or yoga DVD. And I wanted to do something a little different, because as an actress, and I was in EastEnders a couple of years ago, and I kept getting letters from people saying, what's your secret? You seem to be very healthy. You seem to be very fit. So I thought, well, I would like to show this in a DVD and give it a slant towards aging. So we have different sections. We have you're only as young as your spine section, because I think that's very important. We have very important to keep active as you age. So we have an activity section. We have the natural facelift section, which is my favourite.
Oh, my ears are
toning your face completely naturally. Just as you work out your body, you have to work out your face. And then we have a stress section, because nothing is more aging than stress.
There's so much here, and there's nutrition advice, and there's skincare advice. Beauty guru Gemma Kidd, you may have seen her many times here on QVC. She's actually on the DVD as well, but because we only have a few minutes, shall we do some of the exercises?
Well, I think we should do some of the natural facelift, and I think everybody at home should join us.
And no laughing.
We do this.
No, you're allowed to laugh, but as long as you have a go with it.
Because as I said, as you work out your body, and people forget to work out their face.
Yes.
So now this is an exercise I first learned at drama school, and it was just to sort of get flexibility in the face and get everything moving so you could speak. However, I noticed that it brought a tremendous amount of blood to the face, and that's always a good thing, and that's what they try to get for you in a facial. So it's very simple. You just scrunch up your face like this, and then you go, and you're going to look ridiculous. And I don't care. I don't care, because vanity, comes above this.
I think looking ridiculous is far less pain and far less money than some of the more extreme ways.
Exactly, and a lot cheaper. It's free to look silly. So you just scrunch up your face, I know, it's very silly, but keep going, and try it at home and just feel the blood. And when you've done it a few times,
you can feel it.
Can you feel it?
You can actually feel that
starts
you're
rushing into your face,
muscles.
and that's always a good thing. That's always a good thing to bring blood to your face. And then the other one that I love is toning up the jawline and the neck, because
that's where I'm starting to notice.
That's where one gets to get sagged. That's where where I can feel it as well. So what we're going to do, very simple. You just open your jaw, your mouth. I mean. Lift it in, close and hold it, and then lower. Open your mouth again, lift. And can you feel that? Can you feel it tightening this whole area? And if you commit yourself, if you're prepared to commit yourself to doing this, say, 3 times a week, or even better, every day, just for 10 minutes, you're going to see a difference.
And you can break down your workout, can't you? You could do, if you wanted to do, you can do more or you can do less.
Well,
so
exactly. That's the convenience of this, because, if you wake up, and I have a very stiff back. So if I wake up, I was filming in Cardiff this week, and I was in a hotel room, and I woke up one morning and my whole back felt jammed, as it does sometimes, and I literally did the spinal exercises on here. There's one where you stand and you sort of roll down very slowly, breathing into it, and it was fantastic. And then there's a spinal twist. Would you like to do that?
Yes, why not, shall we?
So, very simple. You just lie on your back, and everything's very accessible and very easy on the DVD. So, and if you bend your knees, and then you're just going to lower your knees to the right, and you're going to put your right hand on your left knee, and you're going to put your left arm out, and then you can look towards your left. And that very simple movement, you can feel the stretch, you can feel the twist in your back. And then you need to breathe, because yoga's all about the breathing. So you breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose, and just breathe into it. And on your breath out, just feel your spine relax a little more to the left, into your left shoulder. And then we'll do the other side to balance it out. So left hand on your right knee. Look to the right and breathe in and out, and just feel your spine relax and ease. Oh, I can feel mine needs it. I was working late last night and I'm quite tired, so this feels really, really good.
And they do say use it or lose it, don't they, about muscles, flexibility, balance.
Well, they say, and I very much believe this to be true, that exercise is the closest thing there is to an anti-aging pill.
And I would like to show you, I'd love you to see just a little clip of the DVD itself. But remember, you'll have it for a whole month to try with 30 days.
In this section, we will be doing 3 rounds of a flowing yoga sequence that is designed to work with key areas of the body for flexibility and strength. So come back to the front of your mats, take a couple of breaths, inhaling, exhalation, another breath, inhaling, and then let the head come forward. So we continue rolling down through the spine, and then we're sequencing through each part, vertebrae by vertebrae, and we're bending the knees again and coming down. What we're going to do is push down through the feet, and we're going to straighten the legs, turn it into a forward bend. That's great. Let the shoulders relax, inhaling, exhaling. Good.
That movement there, that sort of roll down, breathing into it, it looks so simple, but yoga's very deceptive. It's very effective. That is the most wonderful exercise for your back.
And the thing is, it's about doing all of the postures, the exercises correctly and perfecting them. And that's where it's better, rather than thinking, well, I know what that exercise is, so I'm going to go to what's called an advanced DVD. You do the next one, maybe there's different exercises, but it's important to get all of these correct. And Glynis has been been doing this now for 25 years, and I think the perfect advert for this healthy lifestyle.
Thank you. But it's true, because yoga is not a competitive sport.
Yes.
And, you know, this is a great DVD for beginners or people who've done yoga a little bit. But if you've done it quite a bit,
yes,
I think it's equally good, because I'm still doing the same postures that I did 25 years ago.
Now, you've got another one for us that is quite a well-known one.
Yeah, the downward dog is your classic yoga position. So we're going to go onto our hands and knees.
Okay.
Okay. So onto hands and knees. So your hands go underneath your shoulder, and then you're going to tuck your toes under, and then you're going to very slowly lift your bottom. And if you can stretch your legs, do, but you don't have to. In fact, keep your legs bent for now, because if you have your knees, if you bend your knees a little bit, I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate on you. If you do that, you get this lovely alignment on your spine here. And then if you can, try and straighten your legs, but it's really not necessary. And it's really not necessary to get your heels right down to the floor. This is actually a resting pose, and it's also an inverted pose. So the blood is once again flowing to your head. And I know it doesn't look like a rest pose, but it is. Come down onto your knees when you've had enough.
Do you know, the only thing I'm wishing is that I hadn't put hand cream on just before the show.
Were you slipping and sliding?
So I was working extra hard there. But it was a lovely feeling, because I feel like I'm starting to engage muscles, but I'm not over fatiguing.
Well, that is an amazing pose, because it is a resting pose. It's an inverted pose. An inverted pose is very good for you, and it's also very strengthening. It's very strengthening in your shoulders,
nice
very toning for your muscles. And another very simple rest pose is the child's pose. So I open my knees a little bit, and if your knees are a bit tight, you can always put something underneath your bottom to sort of raise you up a bit.
Maybe a sofa cushion, or just one of the
Exactly. And then you just go down like this, and just relax there. Now, can you feel how that is just giving your spine, your lower spine, a lovely stretch there? So
really
even the
nice
resting
and
poses are really, really helping you.
Oh, that's lovely. It just feels nice to be doing something.
It feels so good. I mean, I do that one a lot.
It's crazy hectic, but it's effective. We know that yoga, you know, do you remember, of course, the royal wedding, and we saw the fantastic backside of Pippa Middleton?
Yes.
And then everybody went crazy for yoga, didn't they? It is something that just seems to work
It's very
so well.
toning. It's great for flexibility. And I mean, the good thing about a DVD is I know that I'm very busy, and you can just put it in when it's convenient. You know, if you've got lots of kids at home and you've got no time, or you're busy, or you're working, or you're travelling as I do, you can just put it in, and you can do what you want. If your back is hurting you that day, you can just do the spine section. You can do the 30-minute workout section.
And it's just so great to have these easy payments as well, because that is very, very rare. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Look out for Glynis coming back soon.
This one's everybody's favourite position. It's a great restoration and restorative position. So from there, we're going to place that around the feet. The feet separate. And bring your awareness to the heels resting against the wall. Inhaling, exhaling. Ankles. Just bring your awareness to the ankles. They're large joints, they take a lot of pressure. So relieving the pressure on the ankles is quite nice. Coming around to the backs of the legs, the calves. Again, just take your awareness to that area. You're literally mapping out the body with your consciousness.
Well, the show continues here. It is a